Affair on AIT, and we say Happy New Year to all our viewers out there. May the new year 2025 bring to manifestation every good thing that your heart desires. For a reminder, Health Affair is a platform where we focus on public health matters, issues about women and children with a view to providing lasting solutions. I remain your regular anchor, Oshomowa Daniels. Now, we are starting the new year with a focus on neglected tropical diseases. But first, let's take you through our new segment.
A tradition that underscores hope and renewal. The Lagos State government on Wednesday, 1st of January, celebrated the arrival of the first babies of the year 2025 across 3 general hospitals in the state. Amid smiles and applause, baby Olaolu, twins Oshayami and Lawal were warmly welcomed as symbols of a promising year ahead. The celebrations took place at Ikorodu General Hospital, Ifako-Ijaiye General Hospital and Isolo General Hospital. Baby Olaolu was born at Ikorodu General Hospital at 12:34 a.m., weighing 2.75 kg. The twins born at Ifako-Ijaiye General Hospital weighed 2.5 kg and 2.4 kg respectively, and the baby boy born at Isolo General Hospital at 1:32 a.m. weighed 2.7 kg. Gifts were presented to the babies by the wife of Lagos State Governor Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu and her entourage.
Speech of our First Lady, Dr. Mrs. Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu. I congratulate the parents of our first baby of the year, 2025, and pray that all resources you will need to ensure the growth and well-being of your child, our child, will be available to you. I wish our new baby good fortune and long life, as we hope and pray that this baby will grow up to become a good citizen of our great state, our nation. Let me seize this opportunity to express my profound gratitude to all philanthropists, non-governmental organizations, and civil service groups involved in one form of partnership or other with the state government through the Ministry of Health.
All I wanted was to just come here and give birth to my baby, then go home. In fact, I don't know about first baby of the year or whatsoever, but thank God.
The Lagos State government also used the occasion to reiterate its commitment to advancing maternal and child health care.
We will not relent in ensuring qualitative maternal and child health care delivery in the state with various programs.
As Nigerians continue to groan under the high cost of essential medicines, the director of the Nigerian Natural Medicine Development Agency, Professor Martins Imeji, has disclosed plans to work with all natural medicine healers to ensure standardization of natural medicines in the country. He was speaking during a press briefing in Lagos.
If you are a Muslim here, there is a wooden something they use to write from the left, like this, and they will wash it and drink it, and they will get well. So we cannot come and be professors today, instead of us to use this our knowledge to now make the thing better. We are now saying it's not good. What is not good? If it's not good, how did you survive? So all the people in any form of religion that you are doing, and you are telling people that what you are doing will improve their health, I am coming for you. There must be standardization.
Always referring to practical examples of what works for over 160 million Nigerians in rural areas who have no access to qualitative health care. Professor Martin Semeje is exploring all available options to make Nigerians be less dependent on foreign medicines.
Doses, no problem at all. We are capacitated enough. I have submitted this to NAFDAC. Once we get our green light from NAFDAC, we are good to mass produce. Then we will move to the next stage of clinical studies, clinical trial, so that we can have our own indigenous medicine. We cannot be every year dying of something that we have the medicine at our backyard.
Rather than waste money on frivolities, He called on relevant authorities to channel money on local research and development.
Also like to bring you a recap of some events that shaped December. In the face of increasing crime rate, internet fraud, and drug abuse amongst youth, some advocates have reiterated the need to support adolescents in Nigeria so as to channel their energies for positive gains. They were speaking at a forum in Lagos where over 12,000 adolescents were empowered with various skills and money across 5 local government areas in Lagos State, which includes Shomolu, Bariga, Koshofe, Ikeja, Ekpe, through the Girl H2O program.
Zero has delivered tangible results. Thousands of young people have acquired essential skills of financial literacy, business development, and social resilience, have opened doors for sustainable livelihood.
It's mind-blowing. It's courageous. They have helped us. It's adding values to people's life.
It really impacted on the young girls, not girls only, the boys, and there's a lot of improvement in the community. All these girls moving just up and down anyhow, at least they've been called to caution and they're really helping them to shape their life.
The Girl Improving Residents Through Livelihood and Health Girl H2O program, spearheaded by Mercy Corps, a global non-governmental organization, represents a vision for the future where young people are empowered to take charge of their destinies.
Call on other people to come to our community, go to the grassroots and pick those people who really need it. If we all come on board and build capacity for our young people, we have less crime in our society, we have less people going into prostitution.
Each testimony and success story shared here today served as a beacon of hope and a reminder of the incredible potential within our communities. Government must continue to create policies that prioritize the inclusion and development of young people.
To reduce road traffic accident on Nigeria roads, commercial vehicle drivers and other road users have been advised to avoid risky behavior and disregard for road traffic regulations. The message is coming from the Nigeria Red Cross Society, the Federal Road Safety Corps, and the Lagos State Traffic Management Agency LASMA in a collaboration to train 10,000 commercial drivers at various parks in Lagos and Abuja.
Bringing all the stakeholders together to ensure that the project is seamless in the next 6 months. So our role is we're providing the training on the first aid training, we're providing the volunteers that will be used for these trainings in the various parks that we intend to go. We're also providing the volunteers for the street campaign, the advocacy visits.
We're going to be going with them to the motor parks, to their unions, the NURTW, and the rest of them. Will be seeing all of them, in engaging them to also talk to the other people down the line. Our target is to reduce road traffic crashes to a barest minimum of 5%, so that even if there's accidents, there should not be somebody that would die in that crash.
To make sure that our roads are safe, training and retraining of LASMA, that's part of our core value, our mission.
It's never too late. We've recognized a problem in Nigeria, and we believe that this is one of the solutions to help to tackle that problem.
2,000 drivers out of the 10,000 to be trained will serve as emergency responders in the event of an accident. In a move to help the less privileged in the society, Kasere Foundation, a non-governmental organization, and Giving Nigeria held a Christmas party for over 150 children in underserved communities in Lagos State.
Children that are less privileged in the country often find themselves being left out of things like this. So bringing these children together to show them that, they are a part of something, they're able to celebrate, they're able to dance, they receive gifts. I feel like it makes them grow up to know that there are people in the world that are there for them, there are people that are going to look out for them.
Kindness and showing love. I feel like if we all just go out of our way and love people well, love our neighbors well, it just really makes all the difference.
If you want to help the children, it doesn't really have to be something so grand. You can just give them clothes that you're not wearing anymore, food.
The event, which was fun-packed with lots of games and art craft, provided an opportunity to call on well-placed Nigerians to be more committed to the plight of the poor, especially with the harsh economic realities.
Welcome back. Everyone starts as a child, and we are all nurtured by women Therefore, issues about women and children reflects the totality of life. Please always keep a date with us on this segment of Women and Children's Corner.
Immunization is the process of injecting vaccine into somebody's body to protect them against various diseases. Immunization is basically for protection so that the disease will not happen. HPV vaccine, human papilloma virus vaccine. Human papilloma virus vaccine, we are giving it to 9 to 14-year-old girls. And the reason why we are focusing on girls is basically there is we have a lot of so many types of HPV, the human papilloma virus. We have over 170 types, and we have 4 types that usually cause cancer. So we are trying to prevent against cervical cancer, which one type of that virus causes, the human papilloma virus. It causes cervical cancer. It also causes genital warts, and women are the ones that have cervix. And we are targeting 9 to 14-year-old girls because we believe that at that age they are not exposed to sex. Yes, because human papilloma viruses can be transmitted through sex. If adult is going to take the vaccine, they will have to do screening, cervical screening, before we can give them this vaccine. So that's the reason why we are saying, oh, okay, let's give the children that can be prevented. Let's prevent the children so that they don't have, we want to believe that they will not need any test. Since they've not been exposed to sex yet, the vaccine will prevent them, and it's once in a lifetime. Once they get it like this, they are prevented throughout their lifetime. So we are encouraging people in the community that once they vaccinate themselves, if we vaccinate ourselves, you are not just protecting yourself alone, you are protecting the whole community.
Only through coordinated and collaborative action with each partner playing its part can Nigeria meet the UN's Sustainable Development Goal and achieve the ambition endorsed by member states in the WHO Neglected Tropical Diseases 2030 roadmap, according to public health experts. Neglected tropical diseases are a group of 21 communicable disease conditions affecting about 1.7 billion people globally, with prevalence mostly among women and children in tropical environments where there are limited access to potable water, good health care, and poor sanitation. Examples of NTDs include leprosy, Bruley ulcer, yaws, trachoma, elephantiasis, river blindness, and lots more.
Globally, there are around 21 of them. But in Nigeria, we have 17 of them. And characteristically, the diseases affect people in the rural areas, hard-to-reach areas, people that are forgotten, people that are the lowest ebb of their livelihood. And so, Nigeria contributes significantly to the burden of NTDs. In fact, in Africa, Nigeria contributes, 50%, and globally, 25% of it. And so, the current administration feels that it is time to change the narrative in terms of the disease intervention and neglected tropical diseases. Since we are talking about changing the narrative and running towards the global push of universal coverage and leaving no one behind. And so, we feel that it's very important at this time. And strategically, because the health system and health system financing in Nigeria is a bit complex, and this is the right time that the states and the federal are preparing towards the next budgetary allocation. So first, strategically, it's time for us to invite the commissioners of health for us to be on the same page, for them to make adequate budgetary allocations for NTDs in the coming year. And we know the importance of data. So we are prepared to share the state-specific scorecard for them to know the burden of neglected tropical diseases in their various states. So that can lead them towards knowing the issues and then to make adequate budgetary allocations for those diseases as it affects their states. So, and it also runs with the current agenda of the present administration and the Federal Ministry of Health. That is running with 4-point agenda of, improving of governance and leadership, improving on population health outcome. The third one, unlocking the health sector value chain, and also improving the health security in the country. But most importantly, the first one that has to do with governance and leadership, which drives the other aspects, bringing the actors, the commissioners, the directors of public health, and the partners to also see what is happening and for them to even think of how to go about it. It also runs with the SWAP agenda of the federal government, of which specifically talks on 4 major issues. 4 major issues is with accurate data to prioritize the burden of diseases. And the second one is to have a conversation on the budget. You know that it cannot come from the government alone. Bring every person on the table. From the government, from the state government, from the private sector, from the every civil society. The third one is having a very robust data. Data that speaks to everyone, data that every person can follow into. And then the fourth agenda is to have a one conversation. So these 4 issues that is captured in the SWOT is what we are bringing on the front burner. Don't forget that the Federal Ministry of Health and the Commissioners of Health had an agreement, a compact agreement, for them to come down together and work as one in terms of fulfilling the health sector, new health sector drive towards reducing the burden of diseases, having one discussion and having one agenda, all running towards the global agenda of universal health coverage and leaving no one behind. So that is essentially why we are here. And we were very lucky. This was the first time, or one of the rare occasions where you have the Minister of Health, the Permanent Secretary, the Commissioners, the Permanent Secretary from the state, as the case may be, the directors, the partners sitting down together to say, this is it. Because we felt that neglected tropical diseases have been on the back seat. So we want to bring it forward, especially now that the country is running towards a double burden country in the sense that the non-communicable diseases are trying to overtake the communicable diseases, and all of them have influences on the other one. For instance, the neglected tropical diseases contribute a very high proportion of disability that comes with mental health, disability that comes with depression, that comes to suicidal attempts. And you understand that if we have all of us together, run an integrated manner, we should be able to tackle some of this and not allowing one to push into the next one. For instance, 20 years ago, Nigeria was certified as having eliminated leprosy. Unfortunately, when the attention shifted to STB and malaria, leprosy was neglected. Leprosy has come back, and is increasing in the communities. In Nigeria, we have not less than 2,000 cases, new cases of leprosy on annual basis. And 10% of such are from the children. So that means having leprosy among the children shows there's an active transmission of leprosy in the communities. It's also affecting the mothers. So this call to action for us to know that these are the issues and we should prepare, because we can also, with little effort and resources, cut the chain of transmission of some of these diseases. And if we are talking about, service to humanity and bringing people out of poverty, I think we should focus more on the neglected tropical diseases. I'll give you an instance. The same mosquito that causes malaria also causes lymphatic filariasis. So, in some cases, you are bitten by the same mosquito because it takes a longer time for the elephantiasis to manifest. Maybe 4 years or 5 years, or sometimes 6 to 8 years, 10 years. You have become so wealthy, you forgot that you were bitten by that mosquito. You have gone to Lagos, you've gone to Abuja, you've made your money. You now want to go and build a house in the village. You enter your village, and then you come back, you have swelling of your leg, or thereabout. Then that's where the math comes, misinformation, that probably that your uncle does not like you, without knowing that it's an infection that has taken place a long time. It takes time to manifest. The next one is the river blindness. It's called river blindness because the organism that causes are the black flies you see in the villages, fast-flowing rivers. So when they bite you, they enter your system and start multiplying. It can come with your skin changing, you scratch your skin, it starts swelling. And then the parasite can enter your eyes and get you blinded. So that's why you see some of the men, active men, farmers, fishermen, or those in the farms, they suddenly become blind due to that insect that bit them. So that's what's called river blindness. They call it onchocerciasis. So the person gets blind. And when that happens, you won't be able to take care of your family. So it runs in a vicious circle. Your child will not go back to school. If it's the male child, they give him stick to be leading you, and you start begging. Most of the men you see on the street begging with their child with stick, if you look very well, they are caused by river blindness. So when that child didn't go to school, you've caught the child. That's why you say it puts them in the chain of poverty line. For the one of lymphatic filariasis, it comes with a lot of, depression. A man cannot put on shoe, cannot put on trousers, he starts putting on maxi or skirt, long skirt. And sometimes when he gets secondarily infected by bacteria, he starts smelling. So the person cannot come out, cannot go to the farm, cannot go to the market or thereabout. So it affects. And mentally, the person may be. Because if you come into where people are staying, you start smelling, you want to be. So most of the time they go into depression. For the children, the worm infestation will affect them. Whatever you feed that child with, will not grow, have to stunted growth, malnutrition. You put the child in the school, when they are teaching, the child is sleeping because the energy is low, the nutrients is low. Whatever you give, that baby will not thrive. So when you treat the baby with worm out of the worm, then the person becomes brighter. So it has a lot to contribute to the economic development of a country. If there's an area where there's so much black flies, fishermen will not go, farmers will not go. It will affect the food security. Do you understand me? So people run away from such places. The another one is it's also there's this one that bites you, the sleeping sickness, trypanosomiasis. It's also a neglected tropical disease. So those areas, those the riverine areas that you have such things, people don't go there. So we are calling on their attention that if you want to pull out 100 million people out of poverty, invest in the combat against neglected tropical disease, you will be able to. You will not be able to combat any disease, whether communicable or non-communicable, without actively and deliberately engaging the communities. So what the government is doing is to get the community. Whatever definition you want to give at the communities, everything is at the community area. Is it TB? Is it malaria? Is it HIV? Is it neglected tropical diseases? All in the communities. Neglected tropical diseases are preventable. They are treatable. And they are also curable. So all we need is to be deliberate and putting in more committed resources, and with great political push and bringing any person on the table, be able to end the burden of neglected tropical diseases.
You see, one of the problem of health intervention in this country is about myths and misconception, and that's the reason why when you see a particular disease, people might say that it is through witchcraft or being attacked by something else. So how do we address this? Is by improving our health education and health promotion in the Federal Ministry of Health and at the state level as well. And by extension, at the local government now, we have the 3 tiers of government. So what is lacking basically is lack of awareness and information. And this is the more reason why at the federal level, what we have tried to do is to establish the advocacy, communication and social mobilization unit within the NTD's program last year. And this unit is to lead the process of mobilizing the communities and creating awareness. And we are also partnering with one of our NGDO partners, FIAMO Incorporated, being sponsored by BMGF, to develop a software. You mentioned trachoma when you were talking now. Mostly when people go for trachoma surgeries, there's need for follow-up. Even this LF mobility management, when it gets to that stage of elephantiasis, you need to manage that leg. So for trachoma, there's need for follow-up, but most people out of the busy schedule for the day, they forgot that my next day of appointment is on the 27th. So what we have done with this unit and FIAMO is to develop a software that use SMS information, and it serves as a reminder to the general populace where we have the issue condition. If somebody is bitten by a snake, where are the things that what are the things that you needed to do as first aid? Where are the facilities nearer to you where you can move the patient to for immediate medical attention, or where he or she can get antivenom to treat the person so that you not lose that patient. If it's rabies too, the app will direct you on what steps to do. So these are some of the things that we have done at federal level to improve accessibility at the lower level, and which will also enlighten the community.
If you are just joining us, it's Health Affair on AIT, and next on the program is a nutrition segment. Always be a part of this segment, as what you eat or drink is critical to your health and survival.
Examples of fat include palm oil, groundnut oil, coconut oil, olive oil, fish oil, and vegetable oils such as soybean, canola or rapeseed, corn, safflower, and sunflower oils. Vegetable oils can be converted artificially to trans fats, which are usually used for commercial purposes. Fats in general are sources of energy and vitamins, but are harmful to the heart and blood vessels when consumed in excess. Industrially produced trans fat has no nutritional benefit and is more harmful to the heart and blood vessels because it increases the level of bad cholesterol in the blood. It is recommended to eat minimal fat and oil in your diet and to avoid trans fat. Limit your total fat intake by adopting healthy lifestyle such as steaming or boiling instead of frying when cooking, replacing butter, lard and ghee with vegetable oils such as soya bean, canola, corn, safflower and sunflower oil. Limiting the consumption of baked and fried foods and pre-packaged snacks and foods that contain fat.
On our clinical segment, you're well equipped with tips for healthy living.
Just to waka, eat responsibly, get adequate sleep, hydrate enough, and then throw in some resistance training to maintain muscle mass, essential for aging well.
This is where we draw the curtain on the show today. Thanks for spending your time with us. Let's do it again same time next week. I remain yours truly, Oshuomowa Daniels. Please invest in your health in this new year by seeking knowledge. And that's what we do for you on Health Affair on AIT.